that same way with Mike McCarthy? Because it seems for a guy that won a Super Bowl that for the last few years it's just been, when is he getting fired?
Well, I think it's the whole coaching staff. Like, when do you ever hear about an offensive coordinator? Like, all you hear about, I honestly, like today, I just found out the Chargers OC was Joe Lombardi. Like, all I ever heard about was Brandon Staley, right? But here with the Cowboys, it's like, oh, Kellen Moore stinks, or Dan Quinn is the next big thing. He's the godsend. We forget, so many people either call into our show or text into our show talking about, we want Dan Quinn. He went to a Super Bowl. I'm like, guys, Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl. Like, we're forgetting that, I think that.
Just change. Just change.
Southwestern comes in here 8-10. Adair County 13-4. And Scott, they played a really good schedule. I look for it to be a good ball game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you kind of throw their schedule out a little bit because they played a really hard schedule so far and have their hands full. Anything like the JV squad they just had, they put on a show out here. So it'll be interesting to see how things go.
And your pregame thoughts tonight brought to you by Don Franklin, Tim Hardwick, Columbia, the dealership that provides you with the best experience possible while finding the right vehicle for your family. Tim Hardwick, Don Franklin, Columbia, online at donfranklinauto.com or give them a call, 634-0702. Let's talk about Southwestern just a second before we go to the national anthem break. They're coached by Jaron Dunbar. The Warriors coming in off a 67-53 home win over Somerset on Saturday. The win broke a 6-game losing streak for the Warriors. Eli Meese, he leads the way, Scott, 20.1 per game for Meese.
Yeah, he's a really good scorer. If I understood right, he scored 50 in a game earlier in his career. I know he had looked at their newspaper articles. He's had several games over 30 this season. So if you average 20, he's had several games over 30 and possibly a 50-point game. What tells me is really that he could throw an egg up too. So I mean, it'd be interesting to see how things will go.
So we're going to sit it back for a 3-minute break for the national anthem, sponsored by Dr. Chuck Giles. And after the anthem, we'll be back with all the pregame coverage here on 101.9, 1270 AM, the Indian Radio Network.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first. Team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Hi, this is Kylie McCovens. I'm a Greene County High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I've loved being a part of campus ministry. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
Kentucky Sanitation Services is a waste management company with solutions tailored to each client's need. They provide garbage dumpster services for your business, home, or farm, as well as a variety of roll-off boxes from 10 cubic yards all the way up to 40 cubic yards. They have containers that can handle any size job, from cleaning out your basement or for a large demolition project. Call 270-634-4637 or check them out on Facebook at Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Duo Broadband now gives you more ways to stream TV. Get Duo TV with your favorite local and national networks, plus sports and entertainment channels. Find a package that's right for you on our website. How about streaming services like Netflix, Disney, Apple TV, Sling, and others? Duo has partnered with My Bundle to organize streaming. Corral your streams so you know what you have and what you're paying. Check out duobroadband.com/Duo TV.
We'll be right back with you as the Cadet Corps clears the floor.
National Anthem Night brought to you by Dr. Charles Giles. Dr. Giles, MD, is a healthcare provider here in Columbia with over 36 years' experience. Easy scheduling and a friendly staff are two of the many reasons to trust Dr. Giles as your primary care provider. Office located at 3066 Camelsville Road. Give them a call, 384-6451. Also, streaming tonight, brought to you by First and Farmers National Bank. Banking that's reliably simple. Check out all their services on their website, firstandfarmers.com. And you can find that stream at WAIN Facebook. And as we said, the pregame show, which will continue now, brought to you by Tim Hardwick and Don Franklin, Columbia. As we said, they're paced by Eli Meese at 20.1 points a game. The Warriors are averaging right at 60 a game through 18. They shoot 45% from the field, 34% from the three-point line, and 64% from the foul line. Your Indians, Scott, playing well, 13-4, coached by Darren Breeze, coming in off a 71-38 win over Thomas Nelson on Saturday here at John Burr. The win gave the Tribe 8 wins in their last 10. Connor Loy's 15 points, led 3 Indians in double figures with Dawson Gilbert, Blaine Barden, adding 14 and 12 respectively. Scott, that game's a little bit skewed because the game got out of hand and Coach Breeze played some of his reserves.
Yeah, exactly right. Especially the Berea game before that. It ended up looking a lot closer than it was. Both of them were not really close while the main players were in. So it's be interesting to see how the Indians respond tonight, because like I said, the level of competition is going up tonight.
Connor Loy averaging 23.5 points a game, and just found out today he leads the state, Scott, in free throw shooting right at 90%.
Yeah,
so
90.5%.
Congratulations to him on that accomplishment. Dawson Gilbert, he's chipping in 11.7. Brayton Coomer and Loy pace the Indians on the board at 5.7. We've really seen a guard combo is really starting to rebound the ball for this Indians team. They're not very big, Scott, but they're making an effort to go.
Yeah, and then one thing I noticed the other night, I was aiming to mention during the broadcast, is how Connor rebounds. Coach Calipari would be very proud of him, because he always preaches his team to rebound with 2 hands, and Connor does that just about every single time. If he gets 2 hands on it, it usually belongs to him, just because he's able to control it and not be able to let it get away from him.
One unusual stat for this Indian team: they shoot free throws at a 75% clip. That's kind of unheard of in high school basketball. So, which tells you they got some guys that can heat up from behind that three-point line. If you hadn't got a chance to come out and watch this ball club play, you need to come out. They shoot a lot of threes. The last game that we lost, we went 8 for 32 over at help me, Scott, Rockcastle County. Just didn't shoot it well, but a lot of fun to watch, and they when they heat up, they're very, very good. And they can go 9-10 deep, and I think the bench has been one of the keys, Scott.
Yeah, they've always had some contributions, and Coach Breeze changed up his starting lineup again tonight from what it was on Saturday night. In fact, the starting lineup he had on Friday. So be interested to see what kind of start they get off to.
And the Indians averaging 69.4 points a game. They shoot 49% from the field, 35% from three-point line, as we said, 76% from the field. Scott Bennett with your starting lineups.
First for Southwestern, they'll start at guard. 5'11" senior number 1, Eli Meese. At guard, a 5'10" senior number 3, J.J. Hutchinson. At center, a 6'7" senior number 21, Blake Boland. At forward, a 6'1" senior number 24, Hegan Galloway. And at forward, a 6'1" senior number 30, Campbell Coffey. For the Indians at guard, a 6'1" freshman number 1, Dawson Gilbert. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore number 4, Carter White. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore number 14, Connor Loy. At forward, a 6'1" sophomore number 15, Camden Burton. And at forward, a 6'4" sophomore number 5, Brayton Coomer. Officials tonight brought to you by Kentucky Sanitation Services. They offer waste management solutions tailored to each client's needs while ensuring consistent services at all levels. Visit their Facebook page for more details. That's Kentucky Sanitation Services on Facebook. Tonight's first quarter will be brought to you by Barger Insurance Agency. Let them help protect you, proudly insuring Kentucky farmers, individuals, and businesses since 1929. Visit their website at bargerins.com for more details. And this has been the Tim Hardwick and Don Franklin Columbia dealership pregame show. Dealership provides you with the best experience possible while finding the right vehicle for your family. Tim Hardwick and Don Franklin Columbia can be found online at donfranklinauto.com or call Tim at 634-0702.
Adair County being announced here, Scott. Southwestern, surprisingly, looking at our game notes, Scott, this bunch 5 and 24 last year.
Yeah,
and
had a coaching change. This coach, Jaron Dunbar, he came over from Somerset, had some success right there over for the Briar Jumpers, and went across town here. And like I said, their JV team put on a show out there. He's got some young players that are going to be really good over the next few years, including a pair of about 6'5", 6'6" freshmen that just couldn't be stopped in the JV game.
Yeah, if you're trying to match up as far as bodies, it's not good. Southwestern really big, 6'7", 6'5", 6'3". Indians with Braden Coomer at 6'4" will jump center. And Scott, an interesting stat. Southwestern's got a young man. You might recognize him from early years at Russell County. Blake Bowen transferred over there.
Yeah, 6'7" kid. The senior now. It kind of ages me a little bit. I remember him back in youth ball.
We're ready to jump center as Adair County is going to be going right to left on your dial. Hutchison brings it up. And Adair County looks like they're in some kind of, they're in a junk defense, Scott. They're in a box and one. Boland comes off a down screen, knocks it down.
That was Meese.
Meese,
he got the screen from Boland there.
Meese, the leading scorer at 21 points a game. There's Coomer. Coomer to White. Back to Coomer. He's going to try a long three on the wing. No good. Too hard. And Somerset's going to run it down. That's Galloway. Galloway gives it over to Hutchison. Hutchison straight away. Hutchison gives it over back to Galloway. Galloway's going to back Camden Burton down. Back to Hutchison. Throws it to Coffee on the right wing. Adair County's in a junk defense, Scott.
I think they might have switched back to man this time.
I believe they went man already. Yeah. They start off in a little box and chaser, man-to-man on this possession. Campbell drives baseline. They give him the baseline. He's going to dribble it all the way out to the corner. Gives it back to Hutchison.
Hutchison, much of the shooter.
Looking into Boland. They're running the old UCLA high post. And where Boland's posting up on the block, and Galloway, he just drives Coomer down in there, knocks about an 8-footer down. Lloyd with a long three off the left side. No good, rebounded by Hutchison. Southwestern wants to run. Lloyd steals it from him. Connor just grabbed in the arm, no call. Connor comes down, gives it to Gilbert. Here's a long three out of the corner, hits the top corner of the backboard. So Adair County scoreless here.
0 for 3 from the three-point line already.
Here's Galloway. Galloway muscles it up. No good. Boland gets the rebound. Turns with a little 6-foot hook shot. Good. 6-0 Southwestern. And Adair County needs to stop the bleeding here as we've almost played 2 minutes. Lloyd. The dribble handoff to Coomer. Coomer drives it in on Boland. Boland blocks his shot. Coffey's got it. Wants to run. Coffey. Goes to the middle of the floor. Coffey from 8 feet. No good. Rebounded by Lloyd. Lloyd throws it ahead to Coomer. Wide open. Cherry picking lays it in.
He was slow to get up after getting blocked. He got knocked to the ground, and he was just standing there wide open.
Some of the old schoolers might know that as snowbirding, but Coomer went to the ground, tried to, after his shot got blocked, he was on the other end of the court when Lloyd got the rebound. Heads up play by Connor to get Adair County on the board. Galloway turns baseline on Camden Burton, and he traveled.
Yeah, he's trying to use his strength. He probably outweighs Camden by 30.
Right into the post. And here's a little dribble handoff by Coomer. Coomer looks for Gilbert. Back door, not there. Back to Lloyd. 6-2. Southwestern leads it here on 15. Like it was going to go down and popped out. Hutchison's got the rebound. He comes down across the line. And we got a foul. Number 21, Blake Boland. Looked like he threw an elbow off the ball. Coomer hit the deck. And they're going to get a foul.
I think he might have sold it a little bit.
Brayton looks ready to play tonight. Yeah. I'm going to make that prediction. He's into this game. There's Coomer. Coomer gives it to Gilbert, deep on the right wing. Adair County running their motion offense. Coomer's got it. Boland flips it up with the right hand. Boland gets part of it. And we got a jump ball. And it's going to go Adair County's way. Scott, we got a dedicated listener tonight. Listening, not too far from here. And we didn't get that far in the conversation. White goes in. Good. Camden Burton missed the tip. White gets a hand on it. And we got a foul called for the ball.
Hudson, his team's first of the game, or excuse me, second of the game.
So Hutchison away from the ball. Adair County with a panic struggle here early from the field. Had some really good looks, just can't get it to go. Gilbert, Lloyd drives into the three, good. God, I'm telling you, ready to play. I don't know if it's an individual battle with Bolin, but he looks ready to go. I like that. Here's Coffee. Coffee to Hutchison deep on that wing. Back to Coffee, straight away. Bolin, they're going to run UCLA play. Galloway pushed off, no call.
Hutchison down on that. That was
Hutchison drives in the paint, picks his dribble up. Campbell back to Galloway. Gavin drives. Cut off. Hutchison. Campbell. This time for Southwestern. They're really making an effort to look inside. Here's Campbell. Back to Hutchison. Hutchison. Here's Galloway. Galloway lobs it into Bolin. And they're going to get Coomer.
Coomer had his arm hooked. Tried to front him out over the top.
Bolin's 6'7", Scott, and he and Hudson comes in. Hudson averages 8.4 points a game, and he's the sixth man off the bench.
That's the kid we saw in warm-ups.
A long three straight away. No good. Give Lloyd another reach. Lloyd kicks it up to Gilbert. Gilbert. Missed the layup. Lloyd keeps it alive. Burton gets a hand on it. Gilbert comes out with it. White with a long three off the right side. No good. Camden Burton got a hand on it. Meese pulls it out. There is a lid on the basket. Is Adair County. He cannot get one to go. Here's Bolin. Bolin skips it over to Hudson. Hudson back to Coffee. They're really making an effort. They're going inside. Here's Hudson. Comes off a down screen. A little 15-footer, no good. And I think they're going to get Camden Burton. Is Adair County getting ready to go a little bigger here with J.B. Pite and Barton.
Making Brayton. It's his second. He's probably coming out of the game here now.
Scott, there will be a recognition tonight of the Adair County Little League, and I think they're going to do that at halftime. So if you're on your way into the gym and you're listening to us, I think we're going to report to maybe the hallway. Adair County ready to shoot, so that might have been a bonus point for Western. Camden to Barton. And get it to White up high. White. There's Camden Burton. So with the Lloyd out on the block. He's posting. There's a little fadeaway 10-footer. No good. And White comes up with the offensive rebound. Carter. Wide open on the wing. He shot fakes, gets in the paint. Back to Lloyd. He's going to try baseline move. Gets cut off. Carter wide open. No good. And Camden Burton keeps it alive. Camden to White. A little 6-footer. Won't go.
We can't score.
We can't score tonight. Camden Burton give him another offensive rebound. Pike.
That's a terrible call.
J.B. Pike gets called with the push-off. Go the other way. 2:06 to go.
Hey, when officials fall for that.
As this 9-5 score here brought to you by Southern Nest Realty. When you want the best, call Southern Nest, southern-nest.com. Here's Hudson's got it. Gets full court pressure. Hudson down the right side. His dribble up to Campbell. Campbell drives it in the gut. No good. Rebounded by Pite. Pite. Feast is checked in the ball game. Feast down the right side. Feast. Dribble up. Back to Pite. JB drives it hard to the basket. Reverse layup. Good.
Use the backboard or use the rim right there to protect yourself.
Call that putting in jail. Put on one side of the basket. and you ended up reversing the layup on the other side. The defender's arm, Scott, can't go through the rim. It's a really good play there by Pye as Southwestern turns it over on a errant Indian, number 10. Checked into Napa Auto Parts three-pointer. And here's Hudson. Adair County's in full court pressure. They got their first lead of the night, 10-9. Here's Hutchison. Drives in the paint. Little 8-footer, good.
That's one of the kids John put up in the JV game. He's only a freshman.
Connor gets cut off. Back to Gibbs. Three off the wing. Not good. Lloyd gets ran down in the corner. Pyatt saves it. Got it in. Back to Connor. Back to Barden. Wide open three on the right side. Good! Blaine Barden dials up the triple. There's Galloway. Galloway to Hutchison. Three, no good. Lloyd giving him another shot. A ton of it. Up to Pye. JB to the basket.
Nice job.
Really smart. The Pulaski defender was back on his heel. Drove into him and drew the contact. He'll shoot two with 49.5 seconds to go.
That foul's on Coffee. His first, team's third.
Number 30 is checked into game 4. Southwestern. J.B. Pye, give him some big minutes off the bench. That's 3. An opportunity to the pharmacy.
2 Hutchinson's in now, 3 and 10.
40% chance. Got it. Hudson got it. Hudson to Meese. Meese drives in the paint. Meese from 10. Good. He can score. Meese averaging 20.1.
And he's going to pull for one shot here, I believe.
13. 20 seconds. Across the time. Back to Lloyd. Lloyd got it. He clears out. Connor has the ball knocked away and saved by Southwestern. And here's a long three at the buzzer. No good. And 14-13 Adair County, after struggling early, had a little bit of a better end to that first quarter. They take a 1-point lead into the first quarter intermission here on the Indian Radio Network. We'll be back in a
business loan, let Community Trust Bank help. And now may be a great time with loan rates near historic lows. Professional staff at our many branches will be happy to assist you. Stop by and see me at our local office located at 1005 Jamestown Street. I look forward to meeting you. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC.
Who is Duo Broadband? Duo is a homegrown company serving the region for over 65 years. We are your friends and neighbors, and we're customers just like you. We care about value, we care about quality, service, and doing a job right. We are here when you need us, because we're here even when you don't. If you see one of our Duo Broadband service trucks in your neighborhood, give them a wave. They're working to keep your telecom services flowing fast and reliably.
Second quarter tonight brought to you by Grissom Martin Funeral Home, a quality funeral home in Columbia, Kentucky, of Adair County, offering caring arrangements that realize that a funeral ceremony or cremation services are as much for family and friends as it is for the deceased. Visit their website, grissommartin.com. We want to thank David and Kathy. Here's Meese. Meese has got it. Back to Hutchison, deep on the left wing. Hutchison gives it to Campbell, to Hutchison. Here's the ball knocked away. Hutchison turns from 8 feet, no good. Pye had to rebound. And they're going to say Hutchison threw it off of Pye, and it'll go back to Southwestern. Zach Hutchison. Scott ought to remember that. Adair County's own Zach Hutchison. They look nothing alike, though.
No, this was got about 6-7 inches on Zach.
There's 6'4". Meese with a long three. Good. As Gilbert had a hand up, Scott. That one surprised me that he pulled the trigger right there. Here's Lloyd. Has the ball knocked away. Feast. Colton picks his dribble up. Back to Barden. Barden got it on the right wing. Gives it to Lloyd. They've done a nice job on Connor here early. Been real physical with him. There's a screen and roll. Feast has a shot blocked by Bolin. And
3 blocks for Bolin.
Bolin was anticipating that shot, and he swatted it hard back into the bleachers. Gilbert takes it out. Is it to Lloyd in the corner? Connor drives baseline, and he gets fouled by Hutchison.
It's going to be Hutchison's second, team's fourth.
Campbell Coffey's going to check in.
Replaces Hutchison.
Scott, Southwestern, for our listeners, they got size, but they also got a lot of athleticism.
Yeah, they're strong,
They
too.
really move, yeah. Here's Gilbert, deep on the left wing. Adair County trails by 2, 16-14. Lloyd has trouble on the handoff, and they're going to get Southwestern on a hand check.
That one's on Campbell. That's his second, team's fifth.
5 team fouls for Southwestern to be taken out on the baseline. Reminder, Little League recognition at halftime tonight.
John, you've got to announce every single player's name as they go by.
That's fine. I tell you what, if we can get a young kid out to a ball game, I think that's part of it. Getting them in here and experience the atmosphere. Here's Lloyd. Here's Pike. Pike kicks it over to Barden. He would have launched the 3, but he didn't catch it.
Yeah, didn't get his hands on it strong.
Here's dribble handoff. Lloyd. Connor. He's got Meese on him. Meese done a nice job. Connor pulls up from 3. Good.
Lloyd, he's asleep there a little bit.
Had Meese right in his face. He backed him up with the dribble like he was going to drive by him. He went straight up out of the phone booth with that jump shot. Here's Bowling. He loses it out of bounds. Bowling,
look right there.
He had a dunk right there. He just dropped it.
Good look there from Hudson to find him.
17-16. Adair County leads it. Scott, it's a good matchup for Adair County. They needed a game like this.
Yeah. That's the last couple, no doubt.
Here's Feast. Feast brings it across the timeline. We got 6 minutes left in the first half. Here's Pike. Pike to Lloyd, back door. Connor pulls up from 15, good.
That's sweet.
Connor went back door. The help came. He just pulled up, stuck the jump shot. 19-16. Got a sub in the game, number 2. Mason Hibbard. Mason Hibbard is checked in the game. Also number 12, Connor Hudson. They're going to get Colton Feast on the foul.
Yeah, away from the ball. They got a holding on to Meese. They're face guarding Meese, trying to keep the ball out of his hands as much as they can.
Hudson's got it. Still a concerted effort to look into the post.
I would too if I had 6'7", 6'5" in there.
Right. They're running that old Denny Crum offense, guy, where they got a guy on the block and they flash to the high post. I used to call it the old UCLA. Of course, Denny has UCLA ties, as you know.
So is that a Denny Crum offense? Or
well, it actually goes back to John Wooden. It goes back to John. You got to give John Wooden the credit, but Denny used to run it with those really good Louisville teams when he had the bigs in there. Here's Hudson. Hudson makes a free throw.
His first point. Colton had a rough possession. He got 2 fouls in that possession.
We just heard the referee. Colton was pleading his case, and we just heard the referee say to Coach Breeze that I told him 3 times. So evidently it's away from the ball. So Colton goes out of the ball game. Here's Gilbert's got it. Gilbert straight away. Gilbert, he's going to flatten out. He's got the 6'5" Hutchison on him. He is over to Lloyd. Lloyd drives baseline. Connor up in the paint. He gets foul.
Fouls on Hibbard. His first, team 6. Be 2 shots for Connor. And the Indians will shoot the bonus the rest of the half.
Lloyd. He'll have 2. I'm not going to say it, Scott. He makes the first one. These free throws are brought to you by Columbia Pharmacy. We'll wait till he shoots a second one.
You go ahead and
Makes a pair. He leads the state in free throw shooting. He's at 91%, Scott, and he's had a plethora of opportunities.
That's the thing. It's the kids that's up there with him in the state average. They've shot half the free throws he's shot.
He has shot a ton. He's averaging 23 points a game. You can imagine. Here's number 2. It's checked in the game. Hibbard back to Hutchison. He's going to try a long 3. No good. Good block out by Pite, and he comes down with it. JB has been the key in this first half. There's Barden with a long triple out of the corner. Too hard. No good. White tried to get a hand on it, but Hibbard comes down with it to Hudson. Hudson drives baseline. Nobody's looking. He lays it in. That's bad defense that trip. It's that transition defense we talk about. Everybody had their head turned. Hudson laying it in. 21-20. Adair County by 1 and the basketball. Pite. Gilbert nice drives move. It in. 15-footer left it short. Followed his shot. Gilbert goes all the way to the rim. Gets it blocked by Hibbard. It'll be Adair County's basketball.
Good job of following the shot right there.
33 Mink checks in the ball game. Camden Burton checks in for Adair County.
Give JB a break. Like I said, JB's gave him some good minutes this first half.
Yes, he did. He sure did. He played well. Gilbert takes it out. 4:16 to go. Adair County looking to add to their 1-point lead. Loy's got it. Short corner. Drives around. Flips it up and in.
Yeah, that was a nice match right now. He's got a match.
Yeah, the coach is already. He just made the move right here.
Yeah.
This young man can't guard him, so they're going to come in with.
Coffey's coming back in for him.
A 6'2" Campbell Coffey. Campbell did a nice job on Connor, I thought, early in this game.
Thing about that, though, is he's got 2 fouls. Connor, if he's guarding Connor needs to attack him.
Adair County zone this trip. Looks like a 3-2, like a point drop. They got Gilbert in the middle of it. Hutchison to Coffey. A long 3 out of the corner, short, no good. White don't block out.
That kid's killing us.
And Hubbard gets a rebound and puts it back in.
Hudson is point.
Connor Hudson, I'm sorry.
He looks similar, except a little shorter hair than
Connor. He's posting up. Up and under move, flips it up, no good. Camden Burton kept it alive. He did. Connor makes that shot 8 out of 10 times. Hudson a long 2, no good. And rebounded by Adair County's Burton. Throws it ahead to Barden. Blaine flips it up, gets hammered by Meese. He'll shoot 2.
Meese is first, team 7th.
Good pass by Connor Lloyd. Scott, he's always got his head up.
Yeah.
And any indication, he's great at throwing baseball passes too. Could this young man be a quarterback? Could he be?
He'd be a great one.
he knows how to deliver it on time.
He hadn't played football for several years, but when he was in youth ball, he was as good as they come as a quarterback.
Barden misses the first one. Blaine makes the second one. Adair County's lead is 2, 24-22. Hadn't really been fast and furious tonight.
Good hands.
Carter White almost comes up with a steal on the full court press. Mink.
Good steal.
Barden with a steal, I believe. That's going to Adair County's way.
I believe that's the right call. They're going to say it's off Blaine. I believe that was the right call.
Hudson's got it. Connor Hudson, he's dribbling out here with no resistance as Gilbert's backed off of him inside the 3-point line. Here's Coffey. Coffey gives it to Zach Hutchison. Hutchison back to Coffey. Coffey to Hudson. Carter White's got the assignment right now on Meese. Here's Hutchison. Loses a handle. Back to Hudson. Hudson drives baseline. Hudson stolen by Lloyd. Connor. He comes out with it. Now Hutchison takes it from him. Hutchison goes up, lays it in. Very rarely see that. Connor got loose with it. Hudson's 6'4", and he picked the smaller Lloyd there, Scott.
Yeah, he did. That kid's going to be a player, only a freshman. I've said it 2 or 3 times, but
yeah, I'll
he
take
can
him.
play.
I'll take him.
Yeah.
I like it. He passes a look test for me. Here's Barden. Back to Gilbert. Gilbert to White. Back to Gilbert. A long three off the right side. Count it!
Stepped into it. When he gets a step into it, it's almost automatic.
Dawson Gilbert, Scott, every time he shoots it, I think it's going in. It doesn't always go in, but every time it looks like it's going in. Here's a very athletic drive by Campbell Coffey, and he sticks about an 8-foot jump shot off the backboard. Scott, that was impressive.
It was. They're awful strong. I'll tell you that. They're physically strong.
Gilbert to White to Burton. Camden Burton. There's Loy. Loy's got Mink on him. He shakes him. 15-footer. Rattles out. Rebounded by Hutchison. Gives it over to Hudson. Connor Hudson brings it up. Connor had a good look at time from about 12 feet. Couldn't get it to go. Hutchison's got it. Hutchison turns from 8 feet. Short. No good. And Barden's got the rebound. Blaine. A real physical play by Blaine that time. Gives it up to Connor. Connor looking inside. Nothing there. Barden. He's going to try a long three off the wing. Good.
Give Blaine 7 in the first half.
Blaine had his feet set that time, and it was from about 6 feet behind the line.
That's a good foul. Good foul.
Carter White goes for the steal and gets caught. Scott, Adair County had one to give.
Yeah, that's a good foul. I like it.
Blake Boland to the table. Also number 24, Hegan. No, not Keegan. Hegan.
That's the first
Galloway.
time I've seen that. If that was correct in the KHSA, that's the first time I've ever seen that name.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Hegan Galloway. Sounds like a player. There's Campbell Coffey. Brings it across the timeline. We're under 50 seconds to go. Hudson, 30-26. Scoreboard update, Southern S. Adair by 4. Hudson, the dribble handoff to Meese. Meese has been very efficient this half. He hadn't got a lot of shots off.
He still
Here's
scored
Coffey.
7.
Coffey, dribble handoff to Hudson. They're going one shot, 27 seconds. Adair County content with that 4-point lead. They're just going to back in and play solid. Hudson, he goes by Gilbert, loses the ball. Hudson retrieves it in the corner. Back to Galloway. Galloway puts his shoulder down, a little 8-footer, no good. 7 seconds. Gilbert's got time. Up to White, a long three from the corner. Count it! Huge. Carter White with a big triple at the horn. Adair County leads by 7, and the Southwestern coach is not happy, Scott, because he wanted one shot, and they took it with about 10 seconds.
Yep.
It kicked off the iron, and Adair County with one advanced pass for a wide-open three, and that'll do it. 33-26, Indians by 7. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll have all the stats for you here at John Burr while we recognize the Little League and youth programs of Adair County here on 101.9 FM, 1270 AM, the Indian Radio Network.
Hi, this is Cameron Smith. I'm a Campbellsville High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning a degree in secondary education. At LWC, I've met new people, become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the sports programs. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
For over 20 years, JL Gate Company has been providing farmers in and around central Kentucky with high-quality, long-lasting gates to make doing what they love more efficient. They take pride in supporting the small businesses and farms that make this state and country so successful. That's why all their products are made right here in the USA. JL Gate Company, located on Greensburg Road, give them a call at 270-385-6060. That's 270-385-6060.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosalesky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Do you have a business? Are you running for an office? Maybe you've just got a kid in sports. No matter what you've got going on in your life, Hot Print Screen Printing and Embroidery's got a service or product you need. We've got a large selection of pre-printed items available in our storefront that you can just walk in and buy anytime, including Adair County Indian shirts, Adair County band shirts, and Columbia, Kentucky apparel. So come on by and check out all the great services and products available at Hot Print Screen Printing and Embroidery, or call us anytime Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Let us put our experience to work for you.
Indians off the two late three-pointers in the first half take a 33-26 lead into the break over the Southwestern Warriors. Halftime show brought to you by Tim Hardwick at Don Franklin, Columbia, the dealership that provides you with the best experience possible while finding the right vehicle for your family. Tim Hardwick at Don Franklin, Columbia can be found online at donfranklinauto.com or give Tim a call at 634-0702. 6 lid changes, 1 tie in this one. The largest Southwestern lead was at 6 points. The largest Indian lead is here at the half at 7 points. For Southwestern, they were 11 of 23 from the field, 48%, 2 of 7 from the three-point line, 29%, and they hit both of their free throws in the first half. They had 12 rebounds, 2 of those offensive, 6 turnovers, 2 assists, 4 block shots, and a steal. Leading the way for Southwestern in the first half was Eli Meese, 7 points. Also, Connor Hudson come off the bench with 6 points. Hegan Galloway had 5. Campbell Coffey 2, Blake Boland 2, Zach Hutchison 4 for a total of 26. Leading rebounder was 3 players at 2 rebounds each. That's Boland and Mink. Blake Boland led the way with 3 block shots for the Warriors. The Indians 11 of 26 from the field, 42%, but they were 7 of 14 from the three-point line for 50%, 4 of 6 from the free throw line for 67%. Indians have 15 rebounds, 6 of those offensive. They committed 3 turnovers, had 8 assists, 2 steals in the first half. Connor Lloyd, 9 points, leads the way for the Indians in the first half. Blaine Barton was 7, Dawson Gilbert 6, Brayton Coomer 5, J.B. Pyatt 3, and Carter White 3 for a total of 33. Camden Burton's 5 rebounds leads the way for the Indians in the rebound department. Connor Lloyd 5 assists in the first half and 2 steals leads the way for the Indians with that in that department. So 33-26, Adair County leads at the break. We'll come back for second half action after a short break from our sponsors and bring you the second half of this one. You're listening to the Adair County Athletic Network, 101.9 FM, CBS Sports Radio.
There are over 20,000 prescription drugs approved by the FDA. When it comes time to fill your prescriptions, you want a pharmacy you can trust. Century Medicine's Express Pharmacy has been providing the community with fast, friendly, convenient service for 28 years. Century Medicine's Express Pharmacy, 706 Jamestown Street, is Columbia's hometown pharmacy. Stop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturday, 8:30 to 12:30.
Jeffrey's Hardware Wholesale and Electric is one of the longest-standing businesses in Columbia, opening their doors in 1893. Jeffrey's Hardware and Wholesale Electric is more than just a general hardware store. They offer PPG paint and paint supplies, a wholesale electrical department, a complete line of plumbing supplies, and much more. Visit jeffreysupply.com or stop by the shop on Jamestown Street.
Brad Hodges here, Market President with First & Farmers National Bank. Do you bank on Saturdays? Beginning on November 12th, First & Farmers National Bank is changing our Saturday banking location to 114 Will Walker Road. Is Russell Road your favorite branch? No worries. They will still be open regular banking hours Monday through Friday. First & Farmers National Bank, putting you first. Member FDIC.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first. Team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Hi, Hi, this is Kylie McCovens. I'm a Greene County High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I've loved being a part of campus ministry. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
Lewis Transport is a family-owned business serving the tanker transport needs of the Ohio Valley and beyond with their expert truck loader and fleet driving teams since 1938. Headquartered in Columbia, Kentucky, Lewis Transport is known for their passion, honesty, and tendency to work hard for their customers. With a dedicated team of highly trained drivers and support staff and 3 regional dispatch offices, Lewis Transport is here for you and ready to fulfill all your distribution needs. For more information, call 270-384-5749. Lewis Transport is a proud supporter of Adair County High School basketball.
Kentucky Sanitation Services is a waste management company with solutions tailored to each client's need. They provide garbage dumpster services for your business, home, or farm, as well as a variety of roll-off boxes from 10 cubic yards all the way up to 40 cubic yards. They have containers that can handle any size job, from cleaning out your basement or for a large demolition project. Call 270-634-4637 or check them out on Facebook at Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Duo Broadband now gives you more ways to stream TV. Get Duo TV with your favorite local and national networks, plus sports and entertainment channels. Find a package that's right for you on our website. How about streaming services like Netflix, Disney, Apple TV, Sling, and others? Duo has partnered with My Bundle to organize streaming. Corral your streams so you know what you have and what you're paying. Check out duobroadband.com/Duo TV.
Hello, I'm Doyle Lloyd, branch manager at the Columbia office of Community Trust Bank. Whatever your plans for a loan, whether it be a home loan, construction loan, a home equity loan, or small business loan, let Community Trust Bank help. And now may be a great time with loan rates near historic lows. Our friendly professional staff at our many branches will be happy to assist you. Stop by and see me at our local office located at 1005 Jamestown Street. I look forward to meeting you. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. Hello, I'm Doyle Lloyd, branch manager at the Columbia office.
We're back here. Adair County leads Southwestern Pulaski 33-26 at the half. Third quarter brought to you by Adair County Farm Bureau North. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Company is the #1 property and casualty insurance provider in Kentucky. With local agents, their members enjoy an unmatched level of dedication and service. Give them a call, 385-9137. And we appreciate all our sponsors. As Scott, Adair County started off this game ice cold, but toward the latter part of quarter one and quarter two, I thought played solid basketball.
Yeah, scored 19 in the second quarter after coming on late in the first. But like you said, it was a titanic struggle the first 4 minutes of the ball game just to get a basket.
Scott, I stole that phrase. You know who I stole that from?
Who?
Marty Brenneman. Remember Marty and the old left-hander?
You telling me he used to do basketball games too? At one time?
I don't know. I know, of course, his son did some basketball. Tom
I think Marty used to do some UK games.
Marty probably did too. Very good. Here's Adair County. Here's Lloyd with a dribble handoff. Connor pulls up from 15, left it short as he had to shoot it over the 6'7" Bowen. Here's Coffey's got it. Coffey drives in, charge.
That's a bad call, too. It went in their favor. That's a bad call.
Coffey called for the player control foul.
I don't think Dawson was set. He's done a great job hustling back, but I just don't think he was set. And I don't think the offensive player, I don't think Coffey, I don't think he lowered his shoulder either. So, I mean, it's a
man-to-man for Southwestern. Coomer's got it on the wing. Coomer to Carter White right up the top of the key. Carter, he drained that triple right at the end of the half. Coomer, a wide open three on the right side. Good!
Let's come out and guard him. He's made 2 of them now.
Brayton Coomer with a triple.
Bowen's trying to stay in the lane, not come out and guard him. He's going to have to.
That's a Kane Auto Supply, Napa Auto Parts triple. And all of a sudden, you look up at that scoreboard, Adair County with a 10-point lead. Hutchison to number 24. missed a 10-foot jump shot. Galloway rebounded by the Indians. Here's Coomer. He's going to try another triple on the right side. That one's too hard. No good.
Went to the well one too many times.
Rebounded by Galloway. Stolen by Lloyd. He anticipated the outlet pass. He's going to lay it in. And Adair County goes timeout.
The coaches are fussing, not fussing, but they're going back and forth to see who called the timeout first, because Southwestern called one at the same time. They don't give it to Adair County, though.
They're going to give it to Adair County as Coach Breeze, after the run here, he goes timeout, and we're going to keep it right here. Scott Connor there, he just did a great job in anticipating that long outlet pass, like a free safety back there, reading the eyes of the quarterback, and he stepped in the passing lane, caught it, and had 2 dribbles to the rim. A really athletic play by Connor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you're talking about him being a quarterback. He'd be a pretty good safety, too.
Yeah, we put him back there, too.
Yeah. Got Hibbert in the game, number 2, checked in during the break. He replaced Coffee.
I'm surprised. The game plan for Southwestern was to go inside, but bowling has been no factor.
Yeah.
The transfer from Russell County, he had a basket early, but here's Meese with a long 3 straight away. Good.
Kick and shoot.
Meese. Scott, look for him to get more shots off this half. Lloyd, a little 10-footer, no good. Connor got his hand on it, knocked it off of Southwestern player out of bounds. It'll go back to the Indians. Connor being assertive offensively here. A little 8-footer, it just didn't go. Good hustle to keep it alive. There's Gilbert, throws it in the backcourt to Carter White. Carter comes across the timeline. He's going to give it to Lloyd between the circles. 6:22 to go. Adair County by 9. Connor. He's got Hudson.
That don't make you come out. We got a 9-point lead, and we're going to hold it.
We might bring bowling out of that lane, Scott. They're man-to-man, so I'm not sure. I don't think they're zone. Not sure exactly what's going on here. Adair County's in the old Carolina 4 quarters here. We got a double team. There's White back to Burton.
Get out of that corner.
Camden Burton's got it. Camden to Coomer. There's White wide open on the wing. You're going to throw it to Burton. Burton to Coomer right at the free throw line. Thought about taking the shot. Didn't. Going to give it to Lloyd straight away. Connor. He goes around his man. He's going to kick it back out to Coomer. Thought he was going to take the shot. 5:21 to go. Adair County's taking some air out of it, Scott.
Deep freeze.
Short in the game, and they're going to get number 2. That's Hibbert on the reach.
His team's second of the half.
Got a sub in the game, number 12, Connor. And Scott, you just hope
a big first half.
You just hope this doesn't get the Indians out of a rhythm. They were in a really good rhythm offensively. Coach Breeze has just decided to ran about 3 minutes off. They're going to run and jump this time. Camden Burton's got it. Camden.
Nice pass.
Lays it. Missed the layup. Rattled out on him, and Bolin gets the rebound. Bolin. That was a nice cut. Coomer in stride. He missed the layup. Here's Hibbert, lays it in.
Played that old lay defense that time.
Mason Hibbert. Don't know exactly what that was. He went right around Gilbert, laid it in. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd gives it to Coomer. Coomer, 15-footer, no good. Gilbert got a hand on it, but Hutchison pulls it out. Hutchison goes in, flips it up with the right hand, got it.
His first basket.
4 in a row for Hutchison. Lloyd between the circles. Now Adair County's going to attack. Doesn't change the rhythm of the game here. That one possession. Here's Coomer. Coomer's got it to Burton. Burton to Camden Burton. Camden to Gilbert. Gilbert straight away gives it to Lloyd. They're in the flex offense.
Nice.
To Camden Burton. Missed the layup.
He faded.
Camden left it short. Hutchison drives in, flips it up. No good. Bolin gets a rebound. Bolin goes up. He lays it in.
That was on roll off.
So we've seen 3 possessions in a row where Adair County hadn't come close to getting a stop. Now all of a sudden, 38-35. That 10-point lead is 3.
7 straight. Excuse me for
Gilbert straight away, 3. Left it short, no good. Bowling goes up high to get it. Bowling over to Hudson. Hudson gives it to Hibbard. Hibbard to Meese. Meese, checked by White. Meese drives in, flips it up from 8 feet, no good. Meese gets the rebound. White's in a good position, missed the layup. Meese missed a pair that time. Lloyd's got it. Connor, stop and go. And they're going to get Hibbert on the foul. That was a beautiful move.
His third, team's third.
Connor looked like he was going to pull up for the 3. Still had his dribble alive. Hibbert thought he was going to pull up, and he just ran right into him when he got him off balance. Meese checks out. Adair County with wholesale substitutions as well. Barden, Feast, and Pyatt in the game. Loy and Gilbert stay. Gilbert knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Indians. Scott, can we give Connor a little bit of a breather before this fourth quarter run? He's played a lot of minutes. Of course, he has all year. Feast. He looks a little winded out there right now. Feast. Got the bigger Hutchison on him. 6'4", Colton. Colton gonna run Connor off a baseline screen, catches it. He's gonna drive it into the paint. He loses it. Hibbert steals it from him. Hibbert over to Hudson. Back to Hibbert. Hibbert throws it into Bowling. Back to Hibbert. Drives it in the lane. Hutchison, a 15-footer, left it short. No good. Rebounded by Gilbert. Gilbert gives it to Loy. Loy. Over to Pyatt. He's going to wind up a long triple. Air ball. Well, it caught the back corner of the rim after it hit the backboard. I guess it was officially an air ball.
Coach Breeze not happy off one pass.
Hutchison's got it. Hutchison over to Hubbard. Hudson. Back to Hutchison. Hutchison. That's Hutchison number 2. You got big Hutchison and little Hutchison out there. 2 brothers. Now Hudson's got it. You got Hutchison, Hudson. And Hibbert.
Yep.
Wow. It's a broadcaster's nightmare.
There you go.
Throw it into Bowling. Yeah, that's easy to say. Hutchison a long 2, rattles out, no good. Give Loy another rebound. He's got to be close to double figures. Adair County, a long dry spell. Let's see if we can get a good look this time. Here's Feast. Feast has got it. He back dribbles out. Minute 52. Been a dry spell for the Indians right here. Here's Feast. Going to give it to Pyatt. They're going to get in the flex offense this time. They got Barden coming up off the downstream. Got Loy right at the free throw line. Gilbert. Gilbert spin move, drives it, not there. Lost control, gives it out to Feast. Feast, he drives in. Colton gives it out to Pyatt. Almost 3 seconds in the lane, no call.
Close, you're right.
He ran another minute off the clock here. Pyatt. Loy to Barden, 15-footer, good.
Nice.
Blaine Barden, after that long possession, finishes with a 15-foot jump shot right at the elbow. 40-35, Adair County by 5, and we got a timeout.
30 seconds.
From Jaron Dunbar. That's a 30-second timeout. We're going to send it back for one commercial. This is 101.9, 1270 AM. We'll be back.
Who is Duo Broadband? Duo is a homegrown company serving the region for over 65 years. We are your friends and neighbors, and we're customers just like you. We care about value, we care about quality, service, and doing a job right. We are here when you need us, because we're here even when you don't. If you see one of our Duo Broadband service trucks in your neighborhood, give them a wave. They're working to keep your telecom services flowing fast and reliably.
We're back here.
There's your question answered, John. Jaden Miller checked in during the break for Connor. Going to let Connor rest this last minute.
Hey, great idea. Jaden, good solid player. Really good defensive player. Here's Hutchison. Jaden's got Meese. Meese on the left side to Hutchison. Hutchison's got it. Give it back to Meese. Meese puts his head down into Miller. I didn't see much contact. They're going to get a hand check foul.
Going to be on Jaden Miller, his first, only the first on the innings in the second half.
That's a second team foul on Adair County.
First.
Okay.
You looked up too quick.
Wow. They got put up there really quick.
Yep.
There's
Sean Barden don't waste no time. Oh,
back door cut to Hudson. Gilbert got beat back door, lays it in.
Overplaying him a little bit, and
Dawson was denying him.
Man, ball. He didn't do 2 of the 3.
40-37. One shot time for the Indians. We're under 30 seconds. Adair County clinging to a 3-point lead. Here's Feast. Feast gives it over to Pott. 17 seconds. JB's going to exchange spots. He's going to isolate Bowling and take him to the basket. Pott. He drives in, flips it up. Bowling rejects it. It'll go back to the Indians. That didn't work, Scott.
No. He's just so long. Now Connor's going to come in. Last shot time right here.
Got to check back in. Connor got a quick breather there. 5.8 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get a good shot off for the Indians. Jamison Miller goes to the bench. There's Lloyd. Catches it in the corner. Connor. 3 seconds. Feast. He lines a long 3 up. No good. And that'll do the third quarter. Adair County 40, Southwestern 37 on the Indian Radio Network. We'll be back in a minute.
Hi, this is Cameron Smith. I'm a Campbellsville High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning a degree in secondary education. At LWC, I've met new people, become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the sports programs. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
We're back here. Fourth quarter brought to you by Burton Real Estate and Auction. Be sure to visit their website, burtonrealestate.com, to view upcoming auctions, commercial lots, homes, and much more. Burton Real Estate and Auction, located on the public square in Columbia, 384-3433. Third quarter, we appreciate Farm Bureau North. They sponsored the third quarter. Farm Bureau is the #1 property and casualty insurance provider in Kentucky. With local agents, their members enjoy an unmatched level of dedication and service. Give them a call, 385-9137. Fourth and final quarter here. Southwestern got the best of the Indians that quarter by 4. They shave a 7-point halftime deficit down to 3 here, 40-37. Got something out on the floor they're cleaning up. I think the officials are ready for play. Adair County be going left to right on your dial. Friday night, we'll be going to Wayne County. Boys action. And Saturday night, we got homecoming. Metcalfe County Hornets come to Columbia.
Boys play first Saturday night.
There's Campbell.
I'll call a hold. Fouls on Blaine Barden, his first, team's second of the half. They run a little cross action right there and put a man screening in the middle of it. And Blaine saw the screen coming and just grabbed a hold of his man and came through.
There's Campbell Coffee. Campbell to Hutchison. To Hudson. Mees coming off the down screen. They had Mees. They didn't get it to him. They're going to get an illegal screen on Mees.
I'm not sure he touched anybody. That's the thing. He leaned way out there, but I think he whiffed.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, these officials, there's got to be contact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's any contact.
A guy can be moving, but if there's no contact, it's not illegal. You got to touch the guy. Pyatt's got it. Over to Feast. 7:38 to go. There's Pyatt.
Scared me to death.
On the right side, Pyatt. Out to Colton Feast. Looking for Lloyd, posting up. He does. He's got the bigger Campbell Coffee on him. Turns from 15. No good. Rebounded by Hutchison. Hutchison dribbles it up to Hudson. Hudson had a 15-footer. Didn't take it. Back to Campbell Coffee. Campbell to Hutchison. 16-footer. Good.
Can't brag on that kid enough.
Zach Hutchison gets to Pulaski to within 1. Scott, I sense a little bit of fatigue with this Indian ball club. Yeah. They look tired. Here's Pyatt. Pyatt to Feast. Feast to Barden. Barden. Going to throw it into Pyatt on the block. Pite. Tries the up and under move and gets knocked out of bounds. Adair County gets a break there.
They did.
He's got the 6'7" bowling on him, and he can't. They're going to go timeout Breeze. I think he sensed that
30.
too. 30-second timeout. We'll send it back. 40-39. Got a good one here at John Burr. Indians by 1 on the Indian Radio Network, 1270 AM.
For over 20 years, JL Gate Company has been providing farmers in and around central Kentucky with high-quality, long-lasting gates to make doing what they love more efficient. They take pride in supporting the small businesses and farms that make this state and country so successful. That's why all their products are made right here in the USA. JL Gate Company, located on Greensburg Road, give them a call at 270-385-6060. That's 270-385-6060.
We're back here. Colton Feast to inbound it. Colton throws it to Loy in the corner. Adair County needs a basket in a desperate kind of way. It's been a while. Here's Barden, a long three. Good.
Blaine 12.
Blaine Barden with
They run Connor off a screen the opposite way and drew all the attention. And Blaine popped up from the block and was just wide open.
That was a Kane Auto Supply, Napa Auto Parts three-pointer. Come visit them for all your trucks, marine, and farming equipment. They're on Camelsville Street, Columbia. Here's Walk. Pulaski Southwestern's Hudson to Campbell Coffee. Back to Hudson. Goes up from 8 feet. Good off the glass.
That kid don't play enough for them.
That was a nice individual move there. He just went one-on-one there. Kissed it off the glass. Barden. 43-41. Adair County by 2. They traded a 3 for a 2. Loy, spin move. Up and under. Nothing there. Pite. He's going to drive in. Gets a shot blocked. JB's got to figure that out. He can't get it off in there. Here's Camden Burton. Goes up. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Hutchison. Camden was up high. Southwestern challenged it. Couldn't get it to go. Walk. Here's a drive baseline. Campbell Coffee. Hutchison. 15-footer, no good. Bowling with a rebound. He long-armed Adair County. Lost out of bounds by Campbell Coffee. Carter White checks in. Also, Coomer checks in. Camden Burton and Pite go to the bench. Coomer and White check in the game. No Dawson Gilbert right now. 5:14 to go. Coomer. There's Loy. Loy drives baseline. Gets cut off. Nothing there. Gonna throw it to Feast. Deep on the right side. Coach wants to run the offense. 5 minutes to go. Adair County by 2. This has gotten into a defensive battle here. Here's Loy. Catch it on the block. Little 6-footer. Got it.
Good pass right there by Brayton. They put him in a spot where he could do something with it.
It was the baseline flex cut. Connor caught it on over an extended corner. Took one dribble. Southwestern got hung up on the screen. He knocked about a 6-footer down. Hudson's got it. Hudson comes off a ball screen. Hudson pushed off. No call. Kissed it off the glass and good from 10 feet.
Give Hudson 12 on the night.
Timeout Southwestern. And we got a full timeout. We're going to send it back for 2 commercials here on 101.9 FM.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosalesky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosalesky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
We're back here. Adair County by 2 with the basketball here. They're going left to right on your dial. Coomer feeds it inside to Loy. A little turnaround 10-footer. Good.
Same play. Nice job again by Brayton to find him in the open area there in the lane.
Connor has a very innovative way to get that shot off against a much taller defender.
He's got open.
Meese, a long three, no good. And Colton Feast runs it down in the corner for a defensive rebound. Colton down the right side. Now he's going to angle off, going to give it back to Loy, and Coach is going to run the four corners. He's going to spread it out right here. Connor has the ball knocked away and stolen. Here's Coffee. Coffee to Meese. Meese lays it in. Oh, he missed the layup. And Coffee missed a putback, but he's going to get 2 free throws.
Fouls on Carter White, his second, team's third.
Campbell Coffee with 2 free throws.
His first
way
tonight.
short. No good. He'll have one more. I mean, that was an uncontested, wide-open right-handed crip shot, and he couldn't get it to go.
We frustrated Meese face guarding him all night.
Second one goes. So actually a break for Adair County. They only give up 1 point on that possession.
After a wide-open layup, you're right. You'll take that.
Got it. Coach Breeze gets them in their set. It's a 2-man game, screen and roll. Lloyd comes off a high screen, kicks it out in the corner. Carter White, a long triple, good!
Huge shot right there, huge shot.
Carter with a big 3 in that right corner. Scott, looking at his percentages, he's shooting the ball really well. Above 50% on the season. Here's Hutchison. Hutchison, Coomer to Hudson. Adair County's in scramble right now as they're trapping some. Here's Hudson. Hudson, a little 10-footer beauty. Wow. A tough shot.
I like that kid.
He was falling away from the basket and got it over the rim. That was a tough shot. The lead's 4, 50-46. Dangerous pass by Connor. Colton drives in, gives it to Coomer. Coomer unable to get the big boy up in the air, but he flips it up with the right hand, used his body to shield the bigger 6'7" Bowling, and got the little jump hook to go. Here's Campbell Coffee. Adair County's in scramble. They're doubling. Hudson's got it. Hudson on the right side. Hudson drives into the paint. Contact, no call. He lays it in.
Team high 14 for Hudson.
Colton Feast tried to get the charge. No call. 52-48. Teams trade baskets. We're at 2.5 to go. Been a good ball game here. Both teams played really, really hard. There's Lloyd. Adair County with the set play. Barden comes off a dribble handoff. Backdoor cut, not there. It was that call backdoor. And they're going to get
somebody for a hold.
They're going to get Hudson, I think.
His first, team's 5th.
Neither team over the limit. 5-3 on team fouls.
That actually may be a good thing for Southwestern, because if they stay behind, they're going to want to stop the clock here and try to get possession back, and that'll be.
The 6'5" Hutchison checks out. His younger brother, the guard, he checks in. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd in the corner. Feast. Coomer thought about the shot. Now he's going to drive Bowling to the basket. Flips it up with the right hand, and Bowling got him. And again, that's a great play by Brayton Coomer, Scott. He switched it to the right hand, got into his body, and that'll be 2 shots.
Yeah, then Bowling.
Coomer's going to shoot 2. Jaron Dunbar really upset at that call. Bowling got all ball, but I think he got him down low.
Yeah, come down on him.
Coomer, the free throw hits the back iron. It's straight up in the air and drops over the rim. What a nice break for the Indians. He'll have one more. Columbia Pharmacy free throws. He makes the second one. It's dead center. Camden Burton's going to check in for Barden here, and we're going to start seeing the offensive, defensive substitutions.
It's kind of late for Coach Breeze. He usually does about the whole fourth quarter.
54-48. Adair County's biggest lead here in the fourth quarter. They led by 7 at halftime. The margin's 6 right now. Campbell Coffee gets double, flips it over to Hudson. A long 3 off the wing. Good.
He has been a best player of Southwestern tonight. Averages 8 points a game. He's up to 17 now.
Scott, Adair County elected to go scramble and trap, not be solid, and they skipped it Usually on scramble mode, you leave the farthest guy from the trap. And because Adair County's so small, Scott, the trap's not effective. The much bigger Hutchinson, he throws over it. And Hudson's wide open on the wing for an uncontested three. He drills it to cut the thing in half.
That's like I said, he's leading the way. 17 points tonight. And he's a young man. Before the game, we always try to figure out who they are without their jersey numbers showing. And we both said that kid's got to be a starter. Just looking at him out there. And maybe he's just like he's their Vinnie Johnson off the bench, the microwave, because he's played really well tonight off the bench.
Minute 47 to go. Feast to inbound at full court pressure by Southwestern. Looks like they're man-to-man, Scott. Not trapping, just picking Connor up. Now they're going to go. Here's Lloyd. Off to Coomer to Feast. Feast straight away. Colton. There's Coomer to White. With a
good decision.
A tough pass. There's a steal. They steal it from Barden. Hudson's got it. Hudson down the right side. Hudson drives all the way in.
Oh, what a block.
Blocked by Brayton Coomer. Adair County comes down with the loose ball. Brayton with a big block. Barden, a wide open three on the wing. Short, no good. And Barden is going to get the loose ball rebound, and Breeze goes timeout. Scott, that three was short. It hit the front iron. Brayton Coomer took that one big paw and batted it out to Barden. What a lucky play, Scott.
It was. You hate that Blaine's been hot all night. You kind of wonder if that's the right shot at the right time, but that was a dagger shot. If he'd hit that, that was ball game. But luckily we got the possession back, and it's only time with a minute 9 or 10 left here. Southwestern's on to start fouling, I believe.
Scott, got a good crowd in here for this one.
For a Tuesday night, excellent crowd, especially if UK don't play tonight.
As Adair County Little League cheerleaders were recognized, and the student section's out in full force tonight as school's back in session. And just a great atmosphere. I'm enjoying calling the game, and a lot of fun. We'll go on the road to Wayne County. A lot of history down there in Wayne County, Scott. Friday night, Rodney Woods.
Is he still coaching?
Rodney's still coaching. Rodney was an All-American at Tennessee. I'm trying to think of the guy he played with. It was all world down there, Scott, when Tennessee was really good. Ernie
and Bernie show. Bernard King.
That's who he played with.
Ernie Grunfield.
Bernard King. He was a tremendous college and pro player. Adair County, minute 8 to go. Brayton Coomer takes it out. They line it up. Lloyd's got it. Minute 7 to go. Higdon checking Lloyd, putting body on him to Feast. We're at a minute. 1 minute to go. Feast. Adair County's putting it in the cellar with this 3-point lead. Lloyd.
No!
Throws it away. Off Hutchinson with the steal. Hutchinson down the right side. Hudson thought about the three. They covered him up. Here's Higdon. There's Meese, a long three, not even close, and Boley tried to save it. It'll go to Adair County. Meese was wide open, and he threw Scott, that reminded me of a quail I shot the other day that fluttered down. It was a wounded pigeon. Didn't get there. There's Lloyd. Lloyd's got it to Feast. Feast across the timeline. They're probably going to foul Colton, I would guess. He picks his dribble up right here. Adair County goes timeout. Colton picked his dribble up in an inauspicious spot.
Big word.
And it was glad Adair County had some timeouts. It was right in front of Coach Breeze in the bench. So with 29.9 to go, Adair County with the basketball with a 3-point lead. We're going to keep it right here, Hayden Bennett. We don't want to miss anything.
Timeout situation. The Indians are down to their last one. They've got one left. Southwestern has two in the last 29 seconds here. Indians with a 3-point lead. How long will Southwestern go, John, before they foul? They got to give a foul. Well, they're down 3.
You know, you might go one trap here, but the problem now for Southwestern is the ball's not on the baseline, or it's going to be on the side.
You can throw back court right here,
so it's going to be harder to trap this. You want to make sure you get it in, and I think you probably want to make sure and get it into your best foul shooter, who's leading the state, Connor Lloyd, and they're over the limit as Southwestern's committed 6 fouls while the Indians have committed 3.
Another part of this game, John, we need to keep an eye on. The Indians do have the possession arrow, so if the ball's tied up, it'll stay with Adair County. Coffey's come back in the game for
How many
Southwestern. 2 for Southwestern, 1 for us.
Adair County's inbounders asking how many timeouts. They have 1 left. Colton Feast to inbound it. Throw it in the backcourt to Coomer. To Loy. Loy's got it. 27 seconds. They're going to run and jump. Here's Connor Loy with it. They're going to trap him. Picks his dribble up. Gives it over to Feast.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
And they're going to foul Colton. Colton gets fouled with 16.8 seconds to go.
1 in the bonus.
Yeah, the 1 in the bonus.
Meese returns for Southwestern. He replaces Hibbert. Camden Burton in.
Coach Breeze, it's very rare he puts somebody on the foul line, but he is right here.
He said go for the rebound. Maybe we don't need a rebound. Just hit both these.
Cole. First free throw. Too hard, no good. Rebounded by Hudson. I think a good foul. You got fouls to give right here. Adair County with the 4th team foul. They're probably
going to a lot of clock right here fouling.
They're going to use, I'm sure, these 2 they have. Scott, especially throw it in the backcourt. What you want them to do is kill a couple seconds before you foul.
Right.
You don't want to foul immediately. And Southwestern's going to draw something up here. Scott, here, I'm going to keep it right here. What I'm going to say here, strategy-wise, Southwestern's going to throw the ball not in the backcourt. They're going to throw it, advance it down close to the basket because that makes it trickier. If you throw it here where the guy's momentum's going away from your basket, Adair County's going to use those 2 fouls. Probably going to use them anyway.
I would use them anyway. Just you got to be careful not to foul on a shot to give them a chance at a 3-point play potentially.
I think the officials are discussing that right now at halftime. I see them looking up at the team foul situation. And, Toby Curry and I have discussed this strategy many, many times. I'm a believer in, not with this much time, obviously, 16.8, but
you're a foul up 3.
Not allowing the 3 to tie you. But, a lot of coaches, they don't. They play it out. And
in high school, it scares me a little more it scares me more to foul because you got some really athletic players that they can put in the right spot, and if they miss it, they can knock it right off to someone or theirself. You got to find Meese right here. You got to find Hibbert or Hudson. Hudson.
They're going to inbound it to Hudson.
No, we're going to play it. We're not fouling.
Brings it across the timeline.
Now foul good.
And that was a very smart foul.
No, we didn't foul. They called timeout before we fouled. Now we're in more business. We wasted 7 seconds off the clock without fouling.
I don't know what Adair County was waiting on. They ran 8 seconds off the clock, and I think that's reverse psychology working in our favor. I think Southwestern
thought we were going to foul.
Thought we were going to foul, and we didn't. And they were just standing out there waiting, and he looked up, and they ran 8 seconds off the clock.
Exactly right. 6 seconds left in the game.
So now
you got 2 fouls in 6 seconds. You definitely don't foul here now.
So we'll see what the strategy is. We're going to keep it right here. Adair County with 2 fouls to give. Keep that in mind.
Very important thing here, too, for Southwestern. They just called their final timeout. They have none left. The Indians have 1.
So interesting strategy right there by Jaron Dunbar. I thought that was very interesting how that played out.
Trying to get a little intel from the bench, find out if we're going to foul here or not.
Coach Breeze, he just walked over to the official and said, we are trying to foul.
Yeah.
And I like that because you put that bug in his ear. Yeah. If Adair County reaches, we're trying to.
Yeah. The only problem is he told the official the farthest away from the ball.
Bowling to take it out.
Just can't foul a shot, foul on a 3-point shot. Gotcha, golly.
They shoved.
That was obvious.
Jaron Dunbar, he has no argument.
No.
Feast just shoved J.B. Pyatt down. I mean, just took him and shoved him right in front of the official. And what a big call. Going to be Adair County basketball with 7 seconds to go. Lloyd's got it, and he's fouled. He leads the state in free throw shooting. I'm not trying to jinx him, Scott.
No, exactly. We're going to talk to our home clock keeper. They're not even a tenth of a second went off the clock there.
Connor makes the first one. It's going to be a 2-possession game. We're at 6.8 to go.
And the first one's the big one. That makes it 2 possession with this very little time left.
Connor, he's been in this situation several times.
Nobody more you'd want to the line.
He's got absolute ice water in his veins. It doesn't hit the rim. Dead center, 55-51. He's got a bucket of points, Scott.
Coach Breeze don't try to ice him here.
I'm going to say, yeah, Coach Breeze goes timeout. I think he probably, Scott, let him make the second one and then call timeout. He was in a rhythm there, but he calls timeout before the second free throw. And I do understand, and I'm going to defend him a little bit here, because if the shot's missed, you want to make sure that everybody's on the same page on what to do. You're up 4 here. Scott, I think you still use your fouls. You're up 2 possessions, but
you just got to make sure
that they're way in the backcourt.
Yeah. And it's one of those times you want to give a little pressure, I think, but you want to let them get the ball in front of you. Don't let them throw over the top of you.
55-51. Connor will have one more. Adair County looking to move to 14-4 and going to Wayne County on Friday night. Southwestern looking for their 9th win. Connor. Second free throw, dead center.
I don't think
it's
we're going to foul.
56-50. Hutchison. He dribbles up. Hutchison, Meese, a long 3 on the wing. No good. And that's going to do it. I don't know if they count that one or not. I don't think so. I don't think they counted it. 56-51. It didn't matter anyway. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll have Coach Breeze and some post-game stats for you here from John Burr Memorial Gymnasium.
Do you have a business, an office? Maybe you've just got a kid in school. In your life, hot print, screen printing, and embroidery's got a service or product you need. We've got a large selection of pre-printed items available in our storefront that you can just walk in and buy anytime, including Indian shirts, and band shirts, and Kentucky apparel. So come on by and check out our services and products available for hot print, screen printing, and embroidery.
Just